Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we're going to be talking about David Dobrik. Now recently, David got into some trouble because a member of his vlog squad group here on YouTube was accused of some pretty horribly insane stuff, okay, to say the least, and it made its rounds on social media. Everyone talked about it, and it seems like that's kind of died down now. But David Dobrik has found himself in another situation that's kind of unfolded on social media over the last few days regarding content that he made even years ago at this point. Now, in most situations, I think that people online, what they like to do, right, they get bored, okay? They don't have anything going on in the real world, so what they'll do, right, they find someone successful, they go through their old content, they dig up pieces or whatever that they don't like, and they try to cancel people for things like that, right? Now, obviously, with this whole vlog squad allegation situation, not really the same thing, right? That is something that should be addressed, that's something that should be kind of brought into public light, but I feel like there's kind of a gray area when we're talking about what we're about to talk about here, because if you don't know anything about David Dobrik, okay, and I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I watch all this guy's videos either, okay? I've only seen realistically bits and pieces of his content, maybe a few videos here and there, but he does vlogging, right? He, captures moments that are going on in his life with his friends, they do stunts in some of the videos, they set up things, they try to make entertaining vlogs, right? It's a big subsection of YouTube that people do. Before we get any further into the video, I just want to say that nearly half of you watching have yet to subscribe. I try to post multiple videos per day to keep you entertained, so consider leaving a like to help support and subscribe with notifications on so you never miss anything. Also, all of my socials are on the screen right now, so consider leaving a follow on these for more awesome content, and also consider grabbing a shirt if you're really awesome. Now to the rest of the video. And there's no problem with that whatsoever, but a problem that people have found in the last few days especially, when looking back at old content, is David Dobrik is apparently putting people in a lot of danger and a lot of risk with a lot of the content that they've been filming over the years, okay? Now, there's two different instances that people have been talking about a lot over the last few days that I kind of want to just, break down individually. These are things that I want to talk about individually and kind of just, let you guys know what's going on with them, my personal thoughts on them. And honestly, I'm really intrigued to see what you guys are going to have to say about this, because when I read your guys' comments on specific topics, right, the feedback that you get from somewhere like YouTube compared to a place like Twitter, honestly, it's not the same. People on Twitter are a lot more angrier. People on YouTube are a lot worse at spelling and talking, but it's like it's two different worlds of input, and I would love to see what you guys have to say about this, because in all reality, with this quote-unquote problem here today, David Dobrik is not only the only one responsible for it, but he's also not the only one who's ever, historically done things like this. I mean, a lot of vlogging channels and a lot of YouTube personalities have been known to do some pretty insane stuff for content. So the first thing I kind of want to talk about with David here today is a story that's come out about one of, I guess, his friends, one of his, I don't know who this person is. They go by @NickAntonian, I believe is how you say this. And this one I would say is honestly pretty severe, right? This is something that I don't know, right? I feel pretty conflicted on this, right? So, YouTuber Nick Antonian, who is known as Jonah, said he almost died doing a stunt for one of David Dobrik's videos. Antonian is part of the Vlog Squad, Dobrik's YouTuber collective that helps him film videos for his 18 million subscribers. In an interview with Comedy Central from April 2020, which was recently reshared by internet reporter Def Noodles, Antonian said that he thought it would be, quote, really funny to drive a moped off of a half pipe into a pool. He said he thought the worst that could happen would be hitting the water. However, he said the moped reached 30 miles per hour almost immediately, and Antonian was thrown into the air. It came crashing down so hard, he said, I just fly right into the edge of the pool. He said it was incredibly painful and the injury looked like a, quote, gunshot wound. When he arrived at the hospital, Antonian said a doctor told him he had a 50% chance of dying. So my friend's sitting right next to me, he's editing the footage, he said, and I look right into his eyes and I say, quote, dude, we've got some fire content. Now the issue that's being brought up with both of these clips here is that they're basically making the accusation that David Dobrik is not providing a safe workplace, quote unquote, for these other creators. He's not putting them in safe environments when they film videos. He's either directly encouraging them or through, I guess, his creative process, kind of pushing them into doing dangerous stunts that maybe they wouldn't do if he wasn't a famous YouTuber, right? There's a couple different arguments that people are using. Now, when it comes down to this, man, this is starting to get mainstream attention. So I think that this is something that's actually worth kind of talking about here. So in a situation like this one, I'm really conflicted, okay? Because I honestly can see both sides of the argument here. Now, on one hand, yeah, you can make, I guess, the argument that, right, like, if you're friends with David Dobrik and you have the opportunity to be in a vlog that's going to be viewed millions of times on the internet, right, there are a lot of people who would do some shit that they wouldn't normally do for that opportunity. There's a lot of people out there who would even risk their lives for that opportunity. I mean, we've seen people do all kinds of stupid things for a little bit of clout online. I mean, I remember back when, I think it was a couple that was doing YouTube, they tried to see if like a book would be bulletproof. The dude held it up to his chest and got smacked with the hand cannon, busted his shit and killed him, right? Situations like this, they happen, right? People do stupid things for attention online, but all I'm saying is that like if I were in this situation, right, like I had a vlog collective or whatever, I would not, you know, be putting my friends in this kind of danger for internet content, right? Because when you're getting to the point, right, where like people are having literally a 50% chance of dying because of an internet prank, it's no longer worth it. I mean, you can get 50 million views on that video, make a boatload of money, right, blow your channel up. You're really gonna put your friend in literally mortal danger for that, right? But then on the other side, right, I think of it this way. You know, Nick is a grown man, okay? He's old enough to make decisions for himself, and I'm not sure that he was so mentally swayed if this is how he reacted, right? Because I feel, I mean, of course, I'm kind of judging this all off of how I think I would personally react, which it's easy to say, oh, I'd react this way when you're not in that situation. But for me personally, bro, like if I would, because I mean, I'm friends with a lot of YouTubers, right? If one of them tried to get me to do some shit like this, I'd just be like, nah, bro, I'm not doing it, right? I feel comfortable saying no to people. I feel comfortable denying shit like this. And I feel like if you're mentally swayed and you're laying in a hospital bed with a 50% chance of dying, the last thing you're probably gonna say is, dude, we've got some fire content, I can't wait for this video to come out. That just sounds like some shit that like the guys from Jackass would have done, right? So I don't totally know about this one, right? But there is another situation that's kind of unfolded too that I also wanted to talk about here. So another situation kind of also unfolded here with David Dobrik in the Vlog Squad. This one actually goes with Jeff Wittick, who I guess is also a part of the Vlog Squad, or he was in a video with him this time. I'm not necessarily sure. These people, once again, I don't watch their videos. So YouTuber Jeff Wittick has finally revealed that he injured his eye while swinging from an excavator, which was being controlled by David Dobrik, a YouTube star with more than 18 million followers, who was at the helm of the Vlog Squad, the YouTuber collective that Wittick was part of. The news comes after months of speculation, rumors, and hearsay about what actually happened. In June 2020, Wittick wrote in an Instagram caption that he, quote, got in an accident and broke my face and skull in a few places. The next post shows the extent of the injuries with multiple stitches on Wittick's face and photos of him from a hospital bed wearing a neck brace. Now, I don't even know, honestly, where these YouTubers are getting the money to do this kind of stuff, right? Like, they gotta be making a crazy amount of ad rev. That's all I'm saying. Like, these guys must never be demonetized or something. Either that or these sponsorships are coming through crazy. Like, I'm just letting y'all know, there's no way that I'm affording an excavator to play with my friends on video, right? Like, it's not going down. It doesn't really sound like a good financial decision for me. Now, but we gotta think about this, right? What kind of YouTube video do you really have to film where you're swinging your friends around from an excavator arm, right? And people got mad about this too, because obviously you're putting Jeff's life at risk here, right? You're swinging him around in a piece of construction material, right? Like, this is a machine meant to dig dirt out of the ground so that you can build foundations or to clear dirt from a location, things like that, right? It's not really a fucking toy, obviously, you know? You don't play with heavy machinery like this, at least you're not supposed to. Like, I mean, it really was just a stupid idea. But I mean, when it comes down to the content, right, that's what these guys do. This is what they're known for doing. They do these dangerous pranks. They do these dangerous stunts. And once again, man, Jeff is a grown man, okay? And at a certain point, I feel like you have to pin some of the responsibility back on someone like Jeff, right? Like, I get that some people, once again, will do shit for clout, and that clout is it's a drug, you know? It's a disease. People love having clout, you know? But I really feel like someone like this, right, they're inclined to just do something like this from the jump. Like, I don't think that you can really convince them of it going other ways, you know? Like, I feel like if they were really against doing this kind of content after like one or two dangerous stunts, they just wouldn't do it anymore. Like, I know that if I went to my IRL friends, and I can say this with confidence, I know if I went to my IRL friends and I was like, hey guys, I'm gonna make a vlog in which we, you know, take a fucking snowplow down the streets of Manhattan and you guys get to ride on the outside and throw candy at the people on the sidewalk. My friends would be like, you're a fucking idiot. We're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would not go down. So, honestly, I feel like in this situation, like, I can see why people are kind of mad, right? Like, you can't, I feel like you can't be doing some things. Like, there's some things you just shouldn't be doing. And I don't want to use the excuse that what if the kids see, because they can be, I guess, they can see a bad impression or whatever, and they can think that it's okay to do this. I feel like a lot of it comes back on parents, right? Like, you shouldn't just be letting your kids watch anything on YouTube, man. And I feel like these guys are probably pretty vulgar at times. I feel like they probably say or do some shit that kids shouldn't be seeing, like, playing with a fucking excavator. I feel like these are things that really just shouldn't even have to be explained to people, right? Like, you shouldn't have to explain why doing the shit in these videos is bad and why it can, hurt people. I feel like at a certain point, it's just common sense, right? And if these guys want to put their health at risk for YouTube videos, even though it's stupid, they have the right to do that. But I mean, yes, David Dobrik could be much more careful, right? Like, I feel like I don't know. I don't know the health precautions that they take or whatever on their sets or whatever. But I feel like, you probably could be doing something a little bit safer, right? So, I don't know, man. With that being said, though, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like. Subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel. Follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at @SubToOptimus. Make sure to check out Shop Opti down below. And of course, let me know what you guys think in the comments down there as well. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus. Well, just seeing both sides and just, I don't know. I can't go 100% either way. And signing out.